Hi guys, Dr. Lauren from Vital Health Chiropractic here, and today I'm reaching out to all of our parents of young school age kids. You see, as parents, our biggest primary concern for children as they get into that school age is that they're fitting in with all of the other kids. We want to make sure that they're physically and socially they've got it covered so that they fit in, they can make some good friends and set some terrific foundations for later learning. What's concerning at the moment is that research actually suggests that about 48%, that's nearly half of the kids out there at age 5 to 6, are actually immature in their physical skills. What this means is that their ability to kick, throw, or catch a ball, to jump, or even to run is just not where it should be. And what's more alarming than this is that even by the time these kids get to 7 or 8 years old, that there's still over 30% of those children struggling in their physical skill set. So if you are concerned about your child or just want to make sure that they are on track with where they should be, stay tuned, and I'm about to share my top 3 tips to make sure your kids are physically where they should be, and some ways to do some things at home that are a little bit fun to help them get there. I'm wondering if you're still sitting here, whether you're as alarmed as I was to hear of those statistics. And it really concerns me that unfortunately the systems that we have in place is a little bit of that watch and wait protocol. And don't get me wrong, I think our teachers do an incredible job, and there's only so much that they can do to support these kids. And so it can be up to some other professionals to now sit down and go, where can we help? And what sort of areas are these kids really needing support in? So as a chiropractor, I'm really concerned with the development of the brain neurology and how that impacts on our body's ability to move and function in its environment. And so a few things to consider with these kids is their overall tone and strength. So tip number 1 is to make sure your kids are nice and physically strong. And we do this, you've seen it lots of times if you've seen any of our videos, it's about doing super boys and super girls. It's laying on the tummy, on the fitball, on a couch, and they're going to lift their arms and legs up straight in the air, straight knees, straight elbows, and hold that position for about 60 seconds. Now, most kids, when they first start this, and particularly at that 5-year-old mark, 10 seconds might be a struggle. And so their job is that if they can get to 10 or 15 or 20 seconds, is to gradually keep working on this until they can hold for a full minute. And that's going to start to fire into the parts of the brain that actually support the coordination and movement, and also the building in of strength and tone in our muscles. Now, step number 2 is just a little bit more fun. Get them to the park. You're going to be able to assess where they're at the park, but also it's really fun for them and where they're going to learn some different activities. So on the slides, on the swings, spinning, climbing, jumping, monkey bars are our favorite. And the reason we love monkey bars is it requires a lot of upper body strength and also cross-cord connectivity as they negotiate their way using their right and left arm as they get to the other side. Now, once they get more advanced with that, make it fun. Start to see if they can skip every second bar. You can have them start to go backwards, or get them to go all the way up on the left side of the bars and then all the way back on the right side. But start to play around with that and use it as your tool for where are they at and what can they do. And also as a starting point to build on their strength and tone with that as well. Yeah. Our final one is about cross-cord connectivity, and we do this with toy soldiers. And this is where the kids lay on their back and they're going to lift their opposite arm and leg up straight into the air, keeping their knee and elbow straight. Now, the reason I keep saying keep the knee and elbow straight is that part of the brain that looks after the strength of muscles is also the finessing of movement. So it's not enough for a child to just be able to lift an opposite arm and leg up. We want the movement to be perfect because we know that the brain is fully activating for that sequence. So have them lift their opposite arm and leg up, knees and elbows straight, and then they're going to lower that side down and then keep alternating sides doing that. And we would have them do this about 20 times a day. Now, what you might notice with some kids is one, they don't have the cross chord pattern in there, and you need to work on building that in. And then number two is that they have the cross pattern, but they don't have the finesse. So their arm and leg timing is off, and they lift one arm up sooner than the leg, or they drop them really heavily, or their knees and elbows are bent. And so your job there is not to build in the cross pattern, that's already there. You're going to build in the finesse of that coordinated motion. So these are my top 3 tips to better support your child's tone and to help them with improving in their physical skills so they're ready and roaring to go for school. And if you have any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to call our team. Our number's at the bottom of the screen. We'd be more than happy to help. And if you require an assessment, then we can certainly work something out with that as well. But otherwise, happy exercising at home and enjoy the playground. Maybe mum or dad could take a book as well. Maybe. Bye guys.